So guys, rumor is that Max Caulfield is back to another Life is Strange game, a new game coming in October, and I could not be happier. So I love this series, and specifically Max's character. I loved it, and I think that something special about Max is how kind and sweet and a good person she is. And well, some would argue that she did not handle very well her friendship with Chloe. She did struggle and could handle that better, but she always meant well. And she was very young. And in general, I think she's just a very good person and very kind. And, you know, I think that she's just like some sort of a unicorn that is rare to find in terms of how pure she is. And she always means well. So yeah, great character. I'm glad she's back. Let's watch the trailer. Here we go.
I swore I'd never use my power again.
And that's the same voice actress. Immediately recognize. Perfect.
But 2 nights ago,
was that a gunshot?
I found my friend's body in the woods.
I cannot believe it's happening again. That's basically very close to how the first game started, with Chloe dying.
I don't know who I can trust, or who trusts me. But my friend Safi is dead.
A detective mystery. This is so interesting, guys.
Why can I still hear her voice?
She grew up, and she's pretty.
Focusing my power, I somehow shifted.
You can definitely recognize Max. I love it with all the improvement of the graphics.
Safi is still alive.
I have a lot of thoughts, but I'm gonna keep it to after the trailer will end.
Step. And only I can investigate both realities.
Like seriously, detective mystery, like almost film noir vibe.
It's the same as this one, except
So glad they brought the same voice actress.
dead. I can still
So, a
save Safi
parallel universe, huh?
if I can solve and prevent the same murder across 2 timelines.
I'm sorry I paused for a second, but guys, wait a minute. Where was it? Where was it? Oh my god, I thought for a second it's Rachel Amber. Maybe it is. Well, she did talk about parallel universe or multiple timelines, so anything can happen. So we know Max's power from the first game, controlling time. And when you mess around with time, then yeah, parallel universe and all that physics, there are a lot of theories. So she can probably travel between worlds, and she literally said that, right? So her powers sort of extend. And I don't know. It looks like Rachel, but just me. Let me know in the comments what you think. Looks a bit like Rachel. Let's talk about it further because it was so good. It was really, really, really solid and good trailer. Couple of things. First of all, the graphics, as you do expect. Life is Strange was never hyper-realistic, but within the limitations of the graphic style, they did improve a lot, and it looks very, very good. It looks beautiful. Again, within the boundaries of that style, they did push it forward, and it looks very good. And I love the fact that, first of all, the same voice actress. That's important, because if you play the original, that gets you hooked immediately. And it's very clever what they did here, because it's a detective mystery now. The first game is also, in a way, it's a detective mystery, right? But I'd say like the most dominant aspect of the first game, at least for the first 3 episodes, it's that sort of a teenage drama, right? And it's kind of sort of a nostalgic vibe, takes you back to your college days. But I think it's like 50% teenage drama and 50% detective mystery. And here it feels like very heavily deep into the detective mystery stuff, which is good, which is very, very good. I like it. And I think it's clever because they still do not diverse too much, because they did create a parallel story here. First game starts, you find Chloe and she dies, and that kicks off the story. And basically that's what is happening here. And she matured. The vibe is feeling more matured, and I think it really delivers a fresh experience, at least from the trailer. We'll know once we start to play the game. But I think, again, fresh experience, but still there is enough for it so far, for me at least, to feel like a Life is Strange game. Even though it feels like they left the teenage drama behind, I think it's necessary. If you choose to go with Max Caulfield, it means she grew up. You cannot get a teenage drama here. She's not a little kid anymore, right? So it's only fitting to change the experience a little bit. And I think that her powers very, very, expanding. And that's something we did not see. I mean, she controls time. She's a time machine, a human time machine, quoting Max. But at the same time, travel between worlds, it's like her achieving a further or deeper control of her powers. And by the way, she looks very pretty, very cute, but still you recognize, even though she grew up, that this is Max for sure. The famous freckles. That's definitely a reference to the first game. Like, a nice throwback, which I like. There's definitely, with all the changes, a lot of things that makes you feel that Max is back. I mean, look at this. So Max is a photographer, and for detective mystery photography, it's like a essential part. So it goes along perfectly. There are a lot of little elements that come in together to make this trailer work for me on multiple levels. Graphic, story, and throwback to some elements we saw in the first game. And again, her powers also, that's just a great fit for solving detective mystery. And also a side note, me personally, detective mystery, I said that before, it's my favorite type of storytelling. That's why the game I'm developing right now, my indie game, it's a detective mystery. But that aside, I'm just glad to have the series back. Love the series. And I think it's a great idea to bring Max back. And please let me know in the comments if you think this is Rachel, because it looks like Rachel. And we know that Rachel is dead. However, parallel universe or multiple worlds, traveling between worlds, who knows? Who knows? And I'm looking forward to this one. I'm really looking forward to this one. October gonna rock. A lot of good things happening this fall. And I'm super hyped. I hope you enjoyed this reaction, and I'll see you soon. Thank you for watching.